Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Caleb going to throw right away. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing it. Back on the deck.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy over just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw, Williams will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You can really see him work those progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making they're going to need all game long.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bears nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ooh, the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. That's complete. Romadunze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And there he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-zip.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, 50 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored one.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 64 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They keep it with Barkley on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Hurts to throw. Look at the big man rumble. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. 4
yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Williams, a final shot before break. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Eagles.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Steps away. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
4 yards.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. It's third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Wicks making the grab right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the run. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Here's Williams to throw from his end zone. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In motion goes Raymond. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that that turns out to be 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Williams going to look to throw again. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Throwing is Williams. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 3 yards out. And the Bears go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Santos for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 21, Eagles 17.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Smith on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass complete to Loveland. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And the Bears, first down. First and goal.
Here's
at the
Swift.
7-yard line.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
20-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the Oregon man, Dylan Thiedemann. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 17.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect